Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, I'm Prismal, and today we are back with some more SpellRogue. I am in a kind of really good mood. A really good mood, because not far away now, I think it's like 12 days when I'm recording this at the moment. SpellRogue will go live for its full release, which is going to be great. We're going to get a new character, all sorts of new stuff, and it'll be great fun to sit there and actually kind of go and explore with that. As far as that goes, I might plan to stream all my new discoveries that when it does go live. So, I think it's the Thursday, the 24th. But I'll have to double check my calendar on that because I recently picked up extra work. It's taking a lot of time. But yeah, that'll be my plan at the moment, which will probably be probably UK time will probably be around like 6 o'clock to 8-ish if I get the time. But anyway. That'll probably come up. I might make an announcement for that later down the line. But anyway, today we are going to do a Hazel run. And depending on what bosses I get, I know there are a bunch of challenges that I kind of like want to complete. So they're on my list. Right. And let's take the blessing. We've got this one to do. This is the only one I need to do, which is +1 and -1. I want to keep the blessing because we've got blessing here. We'll take blessing here and then go like a blessing build. It's kind of interesting. We'll try it out. But yeah, I'm like really excited for it, and it's turn 1 gains Poxbringer. Enemies receive Undying turn 1 and 2. Like that itself is really good for extra damage at burst and stuff. Because getting 1 power is kind of bad scaling. The Undying is kind of like, but I killed them before that anyway. This prevents the same thing from happening on turn 3, and I'm not going to kill them these 2 turns anyway. So this would stop that. That's just definitely dangerous with bosses and stuff. So, yeah, I think Unrelenting Foes ++ is a good choice. It really allows me to stack up maybe like some extra damage. And we got 2 elites. Is that a 3 elite run? I have never happened this happened before. Okay, just double checking. I can't go from here to here. So I'd have to go there to there. So it's the same route, but I want to get like 2 events if I can. Because the event could give me something pretty decent for a boss fight, and if we're going with like 3 elites, might as well gamble as much as possible, right? Might as well gamble as much as possible. So I got the Poxbringer up, and they gave me a start of combat. So basically just give me a guaranteed high roll straight away. +2 to another die, and then return it with -1/-1. Let's just gain more of that, and then I guess we'll just deal damage to this guy from there. I can't kill this guy off anyway, so it's just kind of like a bit yeah. It's the lowest value die. So we do this, that becomes a 6. We get a 4, we can still do the attack. So this can die off next turn, and then we'll keep my blessing up. But yeah, there are a bunch of like hidden challenges behind the scenes I really kind of want to mess around with and try and complete, right? And do this. So that's a lovely 5. We block that. We attack there. I mean, I could have actually gotten more damage out. But that's my fault. Oh well. Min-maxing first round. I'm making more of the mistakes I always do, so it is not unheard of for me to be an idiot, so. Yeah. Cultivate Mites. Basically gain 5 block, or on an even gain 5 power. Kind of interesting. Just having so power in general is kind of like nice scaling, and with the upgrade on autocast could be really good actually. I will take that. We are a blessing build, that means it triggers straight away. I would like probably an offensive spell, to be honest. Like, this is pretty good defensive for the moment, maybe. But, like, with what we're going to be facing, I would like more attacks. More defense. I think we're fine with attack. We've got this to cover us for the meantime with 3 attacks. I need more defense in some way, shape, or form. That gave me a blessing as well. Gleaming Exterior is really good. I will take it. Yes, I have to get a 6, but we can kind of force that to happen in some cases. Right? So now, like, you could get that more charges, but I think autocast on Blessing is just really good. I have not done like a pure Blessing build with Hazel just yet, and this is going to get me excited. You know? Ah, okay, so I only gain 1 power because it gives me 2 Blessing at the start of combat. Kind of annoying, but, you know, fine. Fair enough. As far as other things go, like, I just need the 6 to go here to cast this again, and then we're done. This turns this into a 6, which then turns that back into a 4, and then we can just attack twice. Also, that triggers the Blessing effect, so that's kind of nice. Again, we can just do this to trigger that. Putting that in there, we get a 5 and 2. That turns that into a 4 as well, right? Yeah, cool. So I can trigger this to at least gain more armor for the turn, and then just attack for 7. Take a bit of damage, that's fine. Ooh, nice. So, Gleaming Exterior. That triggers that again. Gain more there. Deal 8 damage. Apply the Poxbringer. I think we're doing alright. Like, triggering this all the time is really good when I have the Blessing, right? But, like, why wouldn't I want to keep triggering this every turn? I could have just won, but, you know. Greed! Of, like, me getting Blessing every turn. This is kind of an interesting build. I like it already. Now what spell do we get? Increase by 5 if able to remove 1 Blessing. Intervention. So. The issue I have with this is the Blessing kind of counteracts itself, right? I like the idea of it. But the thing is, like, the Blessings are really good. But we do want to go a Blessing build. So I'm going to pick it up. +3 to lowest. On a 4, we can gain Thorns. Which does give me some recourse to kind of go back. For now, we'll just open up a slot. Put Intervention in as well. So these are kind of like my payoff cards for Blessings and stuff. Take the 50 gold. That's pretty good. Another elite fight. Let's go. So yeah, like, the cool thing I'm thinking of is, like, this now, automatically gives me 10 extra block. I don't currently need that 10 extra block, because I can just chuck this in here, and I can keep my Blessing. The issue I have is, like, does this trigger on attack? And dealing unblocked damage with spells or attacks. So as long as I deal the damage, I do get that back. So here is one of the issues I've got. Like, do I just take this because it triggers this anyway? Or do I try and just deal as much damage as possible this turn? And I think I just try and deal as much damage as possible, right? And then because I know that I only need, like, that many. Like, I know it's undying, that's fine. It still takes the damage, right? Yeah, so multi-hit attacks can be really useful with the Pop Spring. And I think that's what we're going to work towards. Something that I can hit more times. Ooh. This is kind of a bit of an issue. Okay. Okay, so I can at least, like, get a little bit of extra, There we go. I fully... Oh, no, I can't. That's my bad. I thought I could block everything there. Waste of potion doing something dumb. And I still take damage anyway because I still triggered that. Okay. My brain is malfunctioning. We all know that's a dumb thing for me, but that is fine. 7 damage there, 7 damage again, 7 damage and trigger pops. Do like Rampage, but if I get like a multi-hit attack that I can cast every turn, that'd be really good as well. On block, utility, instinct, Oaken Self. Interesting. I think a reroll's worth it here. Let's see what else we can get. Game block, you to unblock damage. Let me just take Terraform. It's a really good blocking spell. Because the delay block on a 6 can be pretty useful. Do you have a shop? No. I'll take more. I think it's more likely I'm more like to sell it, right? Extra block on Blessing is kind of interesting. Going for a low output on Intervention is kind of interesting as well. Just gives me an option to play like 2 low cost die if I had more die. I'm just generally giving this more block. I might hold up for the upgrade for a moment. I don't know what else I want, and like, I could get something from here that could be a lot more useful, right? We'll have to have a little think, because, yeah. So I'm fully blocked anyway this turn. I don't need to worry about anything else, so we'll increase that, and then just deal some damage. I think just attacking this once probably is good, but then I want to deal with this guy. I will take 1 damage here to try and kill this guy off, like, not next turn, but the turn after. It's about the only way I'm going to be able to do it otherwise, right? Do that. I haven't really blocked for everything, but I'm going to force it. Overflow. Still have 6, so I do this, so that turns out to a 4, so we have an attack if we need it. Do the block there. I can't kill that guy. But getting a chance to kill this guy for the next turn could be good. Okay. I'm fully blocked anyway. This just sets up a turn kill for the next turn, both of them. Did not get what I wanted off that. I do turn it to a 4, that into a 5, and then I get the kill. I take a bit of damage doing it, so that's fine. So we do this. Gain the power. Do 8 damage there. and kill that. Take 4, but I think that's a fair deal to kill them at that turn, when I probably could take more damage if I didn't. Thorns. Odd. ×2 the front enemy. Not a fan of any of these. Not a fan. We'll reroll. Fortitude. On deplete, gain a barrier. I am a fan of Fortitude. Spring to action is actually really good with the power gain plus like the double block for 4. Fortitude is nice though. And if I'm doing that, I probably should take that out because this is my defensive scaling card, and like, I could basically set this up or this up if I get some way to make it deplete. So, I'm thinking about my difference in choices all the time. Again, here, I think I will actually, like, unlock the last slot. At least then I've got, like, things I can do as well. The issue I got with Fortitude at the moment is, like, although it's 6 block, I can't trigger it easily without, like, chucking other things in there to deplete it or force deplete. So if I get a card that allows me to force deplete, it's staying in. If not, then it's just going to be something I can use when needed, right? So we'll get the block first for 6. We fully blocked for the turn. That's great. So that's be 5. I don't need to block anymore. We could kill that off, but we can't. So I guess we just deal the damage to the main bad guy. I know I should be using Mulch more because I could probably get more out of it. Okay, we're going to block for that much. Let's check this in first. This generates those. That goes there. Let's just deal the damage again. Let's try and chip this guy down, except I'm going to take hits. I think so. I can kill these off guys in one shot anyway with the power gain I already have, so I'm taking a stupid amount of damage for no reason, but I think long term it's more efficient. Again, we can gain some power and some armor, though we don't need it. Trigger that and that, kill that guy off. Kill that and that, trigger that guy off, and then we pass the turn. Get marks, but hey ho. Oh well. And now I have 8 times 3, 24, plus the extra 8, so that's a kill. And the pox triggers, so yeah. The extra pox plus the extra hit from Rampage is actually pretty good when it gets depleted. I will admit that. See, Wild Strikes would be really good. Double block. Interesting. Interesting. None of these kind of like appeal to me, so we'll reroll. Interesting, but they don't really appeal. Rampart. On a 6 roll, which I'm going to probably roll a good amount of them. This might be auto trigger on block, which is slightly better than Fortitude right now. Right? And then on that trigger I get random spell -2 as well, or I just give this to -3 on our 6 roll. So 2 6s rolled, which I should get to roll in consistency, will trigger this. For some free block. I think that's a good idea, right? So these pretty much just auto triggers, and these are like the things I will end up choosing to cast. This is the panic button, which I haven't used just yet. Is that worth it? Well, I'm not triggering this anyway for the moment, and I'm never playing this either. It's just too expensive. Like, there's nice to gain the block, but I can't really do much with that. Even if I had more damage on it or it costs less, it's just not much of a setup for me. I will just heal up. And then we'll face the boss. Let's go. See what we can do. There you go, like instant trigger for that because of the blessing I already have. That's just like so good. So I do this again, so power triggers, and then like split that up. Do that again. And now I have 3 hits I can trigger. So that's a lot of damage, I will admit, with the Rampage. So, like, that triggers for the 6. Now, this is the thing I was thinking was, like, if I do somehow get another 6, is there a way I can force the trigger or not? Right? I kind of have to block here a little bit, so a 4 can go in here. I could have actually got a 6 as well and maybe look to kind of do some cool stuff, but oh well. Again, triggering this. These now can die, so it's a good idea to probably try and kill them if I can. So this is where I would panic, do this, right? Or do I just take the damage? I think I'm fine still. I can still force stuff to go through, and I don't think I need to worry that much. Right. Take one guy out that's going to do that, so at least I'm not dealing with too much damage, and then take a hit. We're going to fully heal into the fight anyway, as long as we don't do anything stupid, so. The real issue of what happens when we do not get the thing we wanted. Kill that guy off so we don't take any more damage. Then apply the pox to this guy. I got 9 on this now, so that is... it's quite a lot of DPS, isn't it? Is that a kill? I think it's a kill. Right? Yeah. My brain's like, I think I kill her. Double check if you can kill. Can't you count? No, I'm not going to bother counting. I probably could have won last turn, and then my brain was just like, yeah, we don't care. Turn 1 enemies all gain 1 power, 1+ roll for... and the Vex is kind of really annoying, because that could ruin me in certain circumstances. Them gaining power is probably fine. It might hurt me a little bit, but the extra dice roll I think will make up for it, considering the playstyle we've got. Okay, not one of the bosses that I kind of wanted. No, is the answer to that. In every 3rd turn, receive 5 damage. Yeah. Can I play around that? Got a good amount of block. We could play around that. But I'll roll here. Like, give bosses 2 power to start with. Let's reroll. A single cast spell, gain 1 blessing. I'm using 4 power per turn. On enemy death, receive 2 curse. Yeah, we'll take that. They don't die early. I do have a triple... no, I was going to say another triple route. I only have a double route. But there's the shop I want to go to, so we're going to be a bit more risky than we normally are. Arcane Infusion is way too good for pass up. Just getting like free attack on the one attacks I end up using just means it goes further. An instant trigger on that. That's so good. That is so good. And then that becomes a 5. That becomes a 4 and a 4. And then what? We just kind of like go for one of them in particular. Like I am fully blocked pretty much the turn, so I don't need to worry about anything else. We just like get one of them like close down to nothing and wait to be able to kill them later. Looks like that guy's nearly down. Do the same to this guy as well, maybe. Or this one. Pass turn. The issue with these is the early undying, right? Because like I'm just going to take a lot of damage from them eventually. Trigger that there, just so we've got that block. Now, I haven't quite got enough block, but I think I'm just going to take the damage here. I'm going to attack you to apply that. And attack you to get rid of you as well. The next turn, you die on 1 hit, you die on 1 hit, you die on 2 hits. Which is, in theory, a thing I can do. In theory. But you know what they say about in theory, right? Ooh, no. There we go. So we should have the setup trigger for this. So, you die. Then you die. And then you die. Look at that! That was so good. I completely randomly managed to perfectly set that up. Non-intentionally. Again, none of these stand out. Reroll. Spring into action I do like quite a lot. I think it's better than this for now, because it gives me the power, plus I actually can upgrade that to give me more block, plus any small amount of block could make the difference. These guys, I'm not a fan of these. So 3 6s doesn't trigger it again. No, they're not independent and simultaneous. All I can say is it's nice to know that. I want to get rid of this guy early. On these guys, I wait until I can maybe like 1 or 2 shot them. I do not wish to force the issue any further than necessary. I'm practically fully blocked as well, so we can just focus on DPS. I will do damage to that guy if I do cast this again. So let's not do that and just block. Take no damage. Three of them? That's fair. I need the block first, so I'm going to focus on that. I'm not happy about it, but it you know, is what it is. I think we get 4 block here as well. I think, yeah, we'll just try and get the block. Actually, could have got 1 more block there. My bad. Okay, so that turn was one that the intervention would have been better at, right? I would have saved more in regards to taking damage. Let's just generate another die here. It's going to be kind of useful. Do it again. Turn that into a 5. So we can go 4. Kill that guy off. Do it again. Trigger this. We've got 6 and a 1. Brilliant. So we can do that. And then gain my other blessing to Basically just get... Oh, I could have cast that as well. So in theory, I should be able to cast this enough times to not have to worry. So we go 1 and 2. And then you get cast twice because of the deplete effect. Not bad at all. Metamorphosis is really good and kind of the thing I was looking for, although it's rather expensive. But putting that to 8 could be useful. You'll pick that up. So, the question is do I make the switch? I'll be doing that into... like keeping those, maybe. So, the option of which one I want to deplete. Now, I'm probably getting rid of this to trigger that, and then we just, like, increase the barrier effect on this. But I require probably, like, 2 on that. Currently, right now, it's probably not the greatest, because, I mean, that does give 4 power plus the blessing effect. But, interesting, interesting. I will say that much. We'll carry on, though. Go here, try and go to the shop, face off the elite, regret my decisions, you know, all that jazz. I think this build has high burst potential, but unfortunately, I think I'm also kind of like stuck in this place where it's like I can't really do much with it. Right? So that's a 6 there. That's that and that. And I get to do 4 damage to something. So do it to the front guy. We take a bit of damage in return. I could have blocked that actually, it's my bad. I could take no damage, but I want to keep like stacking up some DPS on these guys. That's a free trigger. Indeed. I like keeping the blessing up. It's so really important. So that I should be able to kill them like next turn. In theory. Because I'll have less weakness as well. Man, yeah, like getting 2 blessing per turn plus the extra dice is actually like huge. And then we do I generate 4 shuffle. So that dies to 1 shot. That should die to a single hit as well, and then this guy will die to the last hit, right? Are we correct on that? Yes, we are. I can do math, I swear. Kill shot is interesting. Just because of the extra DPS output and the fact it's going to be more benefit in the long run. Plus, it's still got the deplete deal 6 damage. So pretty much it's just a straight up upgrade to this. Because I deal more damage originally, and then I start also dealing extra damage when they're below 50% health. So it is actually worth me taking this to upgrade my spell. Plus, I can even upgrade it further, right? Man, that's insane. Like, Rampage, you served me well, but this is just a straight up upgrade, and I can't say no to that. Now, my question is with the Power Blessing, does that increase that part of the damage as well, so I get double dipping on this? That is my question. Because I've not really messed with kill shot. Right. Some free block. He gains 1 power. No, it's not double dipping. Much disappointment on that. You know, I am not a happy chappy. I feel cheated in some way, shape or form about that. I don't think there's any point in using this right now, because, like, yeah, we're going to have problems anyway, but, like, I don't think I'm actually going to be able to kill him regardless, right? Just, like, taking, like, 1 damage early isn't an issue. This is probably the turn where I want to, like, defend up as much as possible. Trigger that. If I do this, and do that again. 6 and 2 2s. And do that again. Doesn't make much difference. I did that. I actually hurt myself, but you know. Indeed. Yeah, okay, so we've got the layoff turn now, so I think we should be able to, like, almost one-shot this guy, right? Almost, he says. Yeah, those don't really matter. And how much damage is this? 16 times 3 times 4 is not enough, so I gotta defend. I should defend, basically, is what I'm saying. I do that, that gains 2, we lose that, it becomes just a 3. Still not worth it, I don't think. Defend up. I really should. Take a bit of damage. No, I didn't take any damage from that. That's 2 3s. I can turn one of those to a 5, or turn that to a 4, and have 2 still. So that 3 can go there. Oh, I should have gone that way. Oh well. Again, I take a bit of damage. I should be able to get a kill on this thing. Okay, I should be able to now, right? What's that? 3, 30, 24, 54 plus 10 for the hit. And then this potion. Because I will also put it into the below 50% range. Yes, is the answer. I probably could have done it last turn, and I was just like, my math brain wasn't braining properly. Again, none of these are interesting to me. Although the Earthquake's kind of interesting. But, yeah. Aspect of Earth. Gain 4 block increased by 1 for each spell cast this round. It's worth selling compared to Rampage. So, we go over here. We'll have a look. Gain 2 barrier on Solidify. I do like the barrier. Potency. So Aspect of Earth, Maul, they can both go. We're not using any of those currently. So we'll disenchant them. Next up. I think Kill Shot is still good, right? Like, it's my only attacking spell. It's what I'm going to be using the whole way through. The Rampart works well with all the blessing stuff I have. This, I don't think is going to be something I want to use with the blessing, because I want to keep the blessing active to give me higher cost die consistently. Right? Like, it's the way that it kind of works. The same goes for the Spring into Action then, is it kind of... Spring into Action and Rampart are the same thing, just in a different form. The only thing would be is this is low cost and I could end up doubling the block, getting more block out of it, but it's not passive, I have to invest into it. Fortitude is nice, which works with the Metamorphosis, but am I really using Metamorphosis for 8? Oh, yeah, it would be 8 at the moment, if I can get it down to it, which would only give me attack, not block. But I'm getting passive attack here with the blessing, so Metamorphosis would technically be not the thing I want in here. So I've got too many things that combo together in different ways, right? I think Intervention's out. I think Spring into Action, although it's really good, doesn't fit what I'm trying to build. Right? So I think both of those end up going. And it's like, do I get rid of Rampart or this? I think I get rid of Metamorphosis, and then if I get rid of Metamorphosis, we go get rid of Fortitude, right? We'll just chat those two first, so I'm not playing those. And then I put in like Barrier, or like Desolidify here as just the other option, and put like get it upgraded to a 4. And then that kind of does the same thing I wanted this to do anyway. Yeah. I think that's correct. Man, I really wanted to play with Metamorphosis again, but it's just, yeah, I can't. So, Glimpse the Void. Having potency, which gives me extra die per turn. Is this something we want to mess around with? Essentially, what do I apply? Broken to a spell. I then get an extra die, which I have to invest to open up a spell again. But with the Blessing, this does mean I roll a lot of 6s, but this can only be cast once, so it's not like it's a multicast. Right? But it would mean I have like enough die eventually to cast everything I want. So there is a reason to buy this. This is my like long-term defensive strategy to help with the anti-scaling, and I can instantly just go, there you go. It's now 4 costs, which is just a lot easier to cast. I have 4 dice, I don't need to worry about it. We'll get an artifact, see what's here. Max life. Casting spells, 7 damage to all. Leech Force. Attack spells cast around game 1. I should take the bowl here. I mean, that's good enough. We'll also do that again. Spells get on charge. On health loss, gain delay block. On a 5, gain 2 block. Doesn't get rid of the 5, so that's just free block for me. And I'm probably going to roll 5s consistently enough anyway. Yeah. It's free block, right? Glimpse of the Void. I think Glimpse of the Void is too much, right? I would like to take it, but I don't think it is. Cast 3 counter spells, leftmost, counter spell. I will charge. Interesting. I can apply 5 Rupture. Enchant a random die for Ether. That's actually pretty good. I'll take that. And I guess we're leaving with my money in tow. Now, I think we upgrade this spell to basically always let me trigger. These are scaling, this is my defense, this is my one offensive spell, and we're going to face an elite fight. Could go either way, but I'll take this one. Turn 2 is going to be a problem here. Turn 2 will be a problem. Anyway, that's a 4. We keep the 4. That becomes a 5. That goes to there. We could get another 6, but I don't really care about that. Because we've been doing this to gain 2 barrier, and then the rest go into attack. And turn. I'm getting weakness applied anyway, so all I really care about is can I block for the amount of damage that I need to block for this turn. Because that's just as more effective. Comes a 4. That's a 3. And turn that one into a 4. That's still a 3. So you can put this as a 2. But I've got to trigger this first. That becomes a 6. We can cast this to gain more block as well. And then I can still do attack. Oh, ether. My mistake. I gotta keep the die. My bad. My bad indeed. Okay, so that guy is kind of just like not worth attacking anymore. He says while still attacking him. I feel like I gotta get rid of him somehow, right? Actually, I could have attacked that guy twice and the third trigger would have gone off that way. Okay, my mistake. I am not having my brain work in the way I want it to at the moment. Alright. We're okay. My brain does work when it needs to, and I can actually, like, function normally. So I've done the Deplete, like, this would have been good as well as an option. Again, none of these kind of, like, stand out to me, so we'll reroll. Gaia's Wrath. Am I going to regret this decision? I might regret that decision if I do that. Like, I don't need to do that, right? I just need to get, like, this or this so I can get more blessing off them. And that means also get more block, yeah. Play safe. Be smart. Don't be stupid. Either I can keep hold of, we do that to gain block. I should spend this to gain more block. And like say set up this just so I can have that. Or do we just deal damage? I think we do deal damage. Like, the blessing and the curse cancel each other out anyway, so... You get blocked there. I'm going to roll extra die for this turn in particular. I got very lucky. See, that's good. See, this is where this one doesn't need to be in the thing anymore if I got this twice. But it's still pretty good. Mute a spell. I should pass turn here, I think. Yeah. triggered it in a way I didn't really want you to trigger, but that is fine, I guess. So that will still kill this guy. No, it won't. Not for 6 damage. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that damage doesn't go up, does it? To bleed it to the front enemy. Just to steal 6. So, my other attack was better, because the other attack also scales. Oh well. My brain decides to not work sometimes. That is absolutely fine. It's a 5. That's also a 5. That's a 4. Goes there. That's a kill. It's going to split that die. Can split that die. Yeah, because I deal 6 damage to the front enemy on deplete. Why does this not scale with the power, but the other deplete did, even though this is an additive? Because it's like add effect deals 6 damage, and power scaling, attack there. This doesn't say attack, although it is an attack. The symbol's the same. And same with this. Like, I think these parts should end up scaling with power, especially considering the fact that the same thing happened with the other one. Technical oversight, maybe? I don't know. I'm just being salty, and I'll admit that. I will admit that. I'm not afraid to admit that, right? What do I got then? Emanate. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about when it's So this could be just an issue with how like the game's coding set up for it, where like this is classed as the attack, then all these are classed as secondary effects. But then if we look at, I look at this spell listing on my codex, spells. Aspect of Earth, pretty cool. Startup spells, where are the startup signature spells? So power. They're not showing here. Yeah, but like almost unlocked everything. Haven't picked up eruption yet. Interesting. Can I show it? No, it's let me show them. Interesting. Yeah, I'll probably show that afterwards. But anyway, I mean, that being the case, I might just get rid of kill shot, to be honest. Pulverize. That's kind of actually useful. Right, I'll pick it up. I might put that in there. Goes Gaia's Wrath. Kill shot's kind of interesting. Now we'll take the heal here. Just because with this particular one, nah, I think it's still like, nah, like the scaling on this would be stupid if I do it this way, right? I still got the other bit on here and stuff, so like... Crystal Salt. I swear I only remember that like doing minor damage at one point before, right? What are we doing today? Lower that, trigger that. It's 2 4s, that's really good. I'm going to set the barrier up. Could go for another Guy's Wrath. What's the point getting one more power? And I can actually, like, start doing other stuff as well. Yeah, like, that automatically triggered. That's so good. And then we go... the 60 and the Blessing. That triggers the Soul Power. I have a 3 drop, which I'm not going to really be using. So I'll put that there. Just get rid of it for now. Turn one of those into a 6 to go there. Deal 5 damage. Do another one going to 6 to get that off. Do that again. Did that. Oh no, the snares are all over my stuff. I don't actually need to worry about anything else. I can literally just go, cast that on there. Cast that on that as well. And then just get this just for the one blessing. Oh no, because, yeah, that got triggered. Okay. Not 2 mark? Interesting. Interesting indeed. Just do that. Main thing here, we're just setting up the barrier because that's just going to be more useful if they decide to attack at some point. As I will end up struggling with that regardless. The 5 we can't really use, so we're just going to chuck that in there for now. I'm not happy with the 2 that I've got here either, really, but... Such a lot of damage. And I can't trigger anything else. Does that kill me? No. Yes, I know I could have used the potion as well, but I'm being dumb again. So let me be dumb. That's not a 6. And I guess I put that in there. Deal this damage to that guy. That should shift the form. So we don't have too much going on. And I can just do this to fully block. Also gain some power as well. Ether die. Do the same thing here. Swap that over, so it basically it's not doing the thing it should be doing. I'll just keep that out and just like say snare this. Not taking any damage, so all I really care about is like setting up other stuff. Right. Became that becomes a 6 there. We get the blessing off that, and then just chuck this in here. I got enough damage to stop their form anyway, so it's like I'm not really focusing on that. What I want is to keep enough blessings so I can essentially consistently keep making high level rolls. The issue is like curse and stuff that consistently keeps happening. Don't care about that, to be honest. Pop that in there. 24 barrier though, that's a lot for the solidify that I've just been randomly playing every so often, right? 2 sets of 6s. Interesting. Oh, I forgot I actually took damage for that. Shame on me. We go 1 and 2. Get that to a 6 to deal damage to this side, I guess. I can pass. Not my mic there as well. The real issue always is like, what do I do with these low cost die, right? Like every time. Because it only targets the lowest, not the highest, I always have a problem. Like eventually I will outscale on the damage. But I need more die. Admittedly, I was getting like a lot of great stuff there that was really hurting me. +1 die for weakness. 1 weakness is fine, because I've got ways to disable that. This, I'm probably going to take a lot of damage for that, because I can't defend without attacking kind of thing, right? Even if I do get the extra bit. And, you know, I always tend to forget about it, so... That's would kill me. Combat start, write my spell, disable for 4 turns. It should just be this. Right? Just shove that there, then... Pretty much the same principle. I just can't use shelter. I guess that is the only defensive spell I'm not a fan of, but the gold in here is good. The show map though, do we have a shop we can go to? It'd be a late game shop and it's either side there. I would have to go through no elites to get it, but I do want 1 elite. Right. Nah, just give him more health. I think it's fine. I should get enough gold anyway. And I guess we'll see what we get from here first, because I'll take the ritual. Switch a spell around. Wish I kind of took the... +2 for random, +3, plus that. Reroll random die, reroll all die twice. Let's take a round walk, why not? I don't know how that works with blessing. I assume blessing is consumed at the start. Let's double check how blessing works. So next turn, all initial die roll gain plus X value, minimum, maximum to maximum 6. Interesting. So this is one of the things I always on the fence about when it comes to these particular guys, right? I gotta take that thing out anyway. Is they instantly put this up and then like I can't deal with it straight away. Like beforehand I used to be able to take their damage out. I'm like, oh okay, next turn it just goes to monstrosity and that's it. I can't do anything about it. Which generally does seem completely unfair. Shame on that. Yeah, this fight just really punishes scaling builds. Like a lot. A lot. Like I can't even block one of these guys just because they do they're doing well, even if they did 20 damage, I still couldn't block one of them. Right? That's insane. Absolute madness. Again, want to keep that going on that train. Guess I do want the 6 heads try and deal some damage. Did it the wrong way around, but hey ho. And I guess we'll set up for just so if I do get 1/6 at least then. We're unlikely to get the 1/6 though. I mean, we'll say that much. I'm going to reroll these twice. Just that curse really does get under my skin now. Every time it happens. I'm like, well, what do I do about that? Okay, we don't want to get rid of that. Let's put that in there. That in there. That goes to the 6. We trigger that again. That gets a kill. Pass turn. Thank you very much, game. I appreciate you sometimes. Oh, that's probably the worst fight I could have had. Oh, they give me a block potion. That's brilliant. Yeah, I might actually just take the earthquake and swap that over, because that's just better than that for now. Man, that was horrible. Lose that, gain a voice spell. That sounds brilliant to me. Merge 2 die together. Amalgamate. I mean, I put 2 3s together, I can get a 6. That upgrade would just be brilliant. Duplicating a 6 instantly. Yeah, I might do that. No, Nah, I can't, because I haven't upgraded any of these, have I? The kill shot isn't upgraded. That isn't upgraded, so there's no point. I can't upgrade this without going there. So I'm looking at something that just does good stuff by itself. And I can't, those don't really work for me. Styx is interesting. Omniscience, the extra bit. Convoke would seem good, but again, like... I'll do 3 damage. I still can't use that. I'm thinking just the Omniscience then. It's good enough where I get the extra die as well, and I reroll the die I put into it, so there is that bonus side. On any death roll a die. A 4 minus 2 countdown. Turn 1 gain 15 block. The 15 block will be useful turn 1. And if I get through this, we've got a shot and then that, so... We'll see. We've got 1 HP and a dream. Sixes are what we care about, people. 6s are what we care about. And... Omniscience. That rerolls the die, remember? So, like... Chucking that into there is a really good idea. If I turn that into a 4, that becomes a 5. And then we can do... No, I think we're good there, actually. So we do that. Set the barrier up. There. Turn that into a 6 for the next turn, which will trigger a spell. Play that as well, and then just end turn. So I can't kill any of these, so I must just try and set myself up for defensive purposes. Got a lot of block there as well, actually. It was not that bad. I triggered that instantly as well, so we'll do this. Put a 6 here, because that also passes a reroll. We also get the Foresight. That 6 can go here. That's 1 4 here. Put that 3 here. Becomes a 5. That now becomes a 4. Can't do anything else with any of those, so... The real question is... Do I try and generate a 6 with that, and then just do, like, damage to everything once? I'm not fully blocked, or am I? Yeah, I think I am fully blocked, aren't I? So we just do 0 damage to everything. And then we'll do that. Very annoying they got that on there, but, you know, beggars cannot be choosers. Straight away that just triggers. Oh, that's terrible. All the auto-cast stuff is going to be very frustrating. Just like so what I'm meant to do about it, right? It's plus 6 damage. Guess it doesn't actually do anything if I cast this first. It's 4. Just reroll all these. See if we can just get like an auto cast on that. That'll turn that into a 6. Right, that becomes a 4. I'm going to use this potion. Am I dead? No. And I could just pass a turn here and survive. Or I could try and do more damage to myself by casting the spell once. I should cast it at least once. I still live, just with only 3. really on all the stuff I really want to cast as well. Nice! That casts in a really good way. I like that. One. Terrible. Cast that for defense. Cast that for defense. They will get triggered. That's terrible, but it, you know, is what it is. I'm going to cast this now. Then reroll those die. I am dead. So not much I can do here. Man, that was very difficult. Maybe I could have played that better. Maybe I could have played that better. It was a very interesting swap over to the Earthquake, I think. I think it was needed, though. Like, I don't think I could have done much anything else. But yeah, the amount of times I had weakness and stuff like that was just really hurting me. Is what it is. Bit of a shame. But yeah, again, if you do enjoy... Wow, what was I saying? I'm not going to sign off yet. First, let's figure this out.
All right.
So, this attack, right? I'm pretty sure if we look at the recording, this bit was also scaling, right? This deplete part. So, with kill shot... With kill shot, I'm a bit annoyed. Where are you? That this isn't treated the same way. Right? It's a conditional effect that doesn't increase in damage with power, but it was in the other. So either the other one's a bug or this is a bug. Right? That's kind of a little bit disappointing. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gone for kill shot. I probably would have kept my original setup spell if I noticed that earlier. I should be more perceptive. It's my own fault on that front, but yeah. I think there's something issue with either how this card's been set up in comparison to the starting spell, or how the starting spell for this is being treated in regards to the deplete effect. Right? But anyway, if you do enjoy these videos, do leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.